So good evening everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about definition and basic concepts of measurement systems. Okay, so here we are going to discuss some definitions and basic concepts. First one will be the readability. Okay, so the term indicates the closeness with which scale of the instruments may be read. For example, an instrument with 30 mm scale has higher readability than that of 50 mm 50 centimeter scales. Okay, so that means the readability means the instruments how many measurements or how much its capability to do the measurements, maximum measurements. Okay, that is the thing. So that's what the example they shown that. So compared to 15 centimeter scale, the 30 centimeter scale will be more value it can be read. Okay, then comes into the least count. So the least count is the smallest measurement we can going to measure with the help of the particular instrument. So even we people experienced in that vernier scale or in the micrometers. So 0.01 is the least count they are provided means, so we can measure with the help of 0.01 measurement. Okay, so the minimum value you can measure with the help of the instrument is called it as least count. Okay, so it will be depends upon the particular instrument. Some of the instrument it may be in the micron level. Okay, so then comes into the next definitions we are going to discuss about range and data. It represents the highest possible value that can be measured by an instrument, or it is the difference between the largest and smallest result measurement. So maximum value we can measure means that is the range. Suppose we can have the 30 centimeter scale means maximum measurement we are going to measure with the help of the particular scale is the 30 centimeter. Okay, so then next thing is the data. So elemental items of information obtained by experimental means that is the data, so assumed to in the numerical forms. So the data means normally we can say it as a input, like what are all the data. So that is the thing. Then come and discuss about the population and universe. Okay, a collection of data either from finite or infinite in a number, all representing the same quantity. Okay, so here we will discuss the population means the entire group, the particular group, how many individuals are there. So collection of those things you can say it is a population. That's what they are saying, that the collection of data. Then here in the sample means in the particular population, in the particular peoples only we are going to select it means that is called it as sample. Okay, suppose in the population is whole number of people in the group. Okay, so all those people you are not going to, or in the mass production it can produce more number of components. So those times all the components it's not possible to check. So for those things what they are going to know, to select randomly select the particular component, that is called it as sample. Okay, so population is whole group and sample is but selected from the particular in the population. Okay, so population is also called it as universe. Error, so it will be deviated from the standard value means that is called as error. Okay, in another way it is the difference between the true value and the result is called it as error. Then accuracy, so it is closeness to the true value or closer to the true value, we can say it as a accuracy. Okay, the true value is here as a standard value. The standard value has to be, who has to be set? The concerned authority. Okay, so the accuracy of an instrument, it indicates the deviation of the reading from known input. Then we will discuss about the precision and accuracy. So precision, so it is the repeated same values. So with the help of the some of the instrument, you are going to measure any of the quantity. Uh, it has to show the same result in the to measuring the particular product. Okay, so m value it will be shows means that is the precise instrument. Okay, so this the precision of an instrument indicates its ability to reproduce a certain reading with a given accuracy. That is the precision. And calibration, it it is very widely used in industry. So normally calibration means we will remember in the manner like it is a comparison. Okay, so comparing the unknown, comparing the values. Okay, so it is very widely used in industries. It is the setting or correcting of measuring devices or a base level, usually by adjusting it to match it or conform dependably known value, or act checking adjusting the accuracy of your measuring instrument. Suppose if I take down normal the electronic weighing machine, it can be going to it's going to check with the every 6 months once. Okay, otherwise whatever the value it will be shows, it has to be wrong value. Okay, it will be deviated from the original value or standard value. So that what it required periodically calibration. So once if it will be do the periodical calibration for in the electronic weighing machine, normally it shows the exact reading. Okay, accuracy also it will be improved. Then comes into the next thing is threshold. If the instrument input is increased very gradually from zero, there will be some minimum value of input below which no output change can be detected. This minimum value defines the threshold. Suppose if I take down any of the load applying devices, what happens for at certain constant time it has to be retains in the same value, then start to move. So there it will call it as threshold. Hysteresis. So an instrument is said to exhibit hysteresis when there is a difference in reading depending on whether the value of the measured quantity is approached from higher value or from a lower value. Hysteresis arises because of mechanical friction, magnetic effects, and electric deformation or thermal effects. Hysteresis is a phenomenon which depicts different output effects when loading and unloading. It may be with respect to mechanical system, electrical system, or any system. Hysteresis is the non-coincident coincidence of loading and unloading curves. So consider the instrument which has no friction due to sliding and matting parts. When the input in this instrument slowly varied from 0 to full scale, then back to 0, it is output variation shown in this particular figure. Okay, it will move over here and while coming over here. Okay, then comes into the sensitivity. It is the ratio of linear movement of the pointer on instrument to change the measured variable, causing this motion, or the ratio of magnitude of output quantity to the magnitude of the input quantity. So for example, you can take down even in the small variation it takes place in the sensing devices, it can be detected by the pointer. So that is it is called it as sensitivity. Even the small variation also the instrument is capable to show the reading. Okay, so that is called it a sensitive instrument. Then we are going to discuss about the repeatability and reproducibility. So first we are going to discuss repeatability. It is defined as the ability of measuring system to reproduce output readings when the same input is applied consecutively under the same condition in the same direction. Suppose if any of the instrument we are going to measure the values from the particular component, how many times you are going to check the same value it has to show, means that is called it as repeatability. Reproducibility, it is defined as the degree of closeness with which the same value of a variable may be measured at different times. So that is the reproducibility. The variables may be measured by the different times. That is the reproducibility. Then next we are going to discuss about linearity. A measuring system is said to be linear if the output of linearly proportional to the input. A linear system can be easily calibrated, while calibration of non-linear systems is tedious, cumbersome, and time uh, consuming. So most of the system require linear because I said desirable. Okay. So with that it ends. Thank you.